Hi everyone, welcome to the Sun City Stitchers channel. I'm Carlene.
And I'm Marlene, and this is Flosstube episode number 42.
43.
43.
We've had a day today.
We have.
It has been really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We did a Zoom call with our oldest sister Linda because she's going to Alaska with us. It's going to be four of us, my husband and me, and Marlene and Linda. And we're going to
in June.
Yes, we're going in June. We're going to visit family and then do a whole bunch of things. But we had to get our plane tickets today, and it was just a crazy mess trying to figure it out.
Chaos.
I just said I miss those days when you used to just go to the travel agent and say, "Okay, I want to go here and get me the cheapest price." Anyway,
it was so much easier.
So we are both kind of frazzled, and we thought we were going to go like have a nice dinner. We thought we were going to get to go early and have a nice dinner, and then we didn't.
No, because it took like almost 2 hours to get the tickets.
And
so by the time we were done, we were like totally exhausted and just frazzled. And so we're like, no, we just want to go somewhere quiet. Let's just go home.
So we went through the drive-through and came to my house.
Yes.
And so now we're going to do our fun little Flosstube. So
Yes.
if you have not joined us before, Marlene and I are twin sisters. I'm sure you gathered already that we're sisters. And we both love cross-stitching. And so today we have a few things on the to talk about list.
Yes.
We're going to answer a few questions from last week, show you what's on display because we decorated for March this week at both of our houses. And then talk a little bit about what we've been stitching, some happy mail we got, some plans we made for Stitchy March Madness, and that's about it.
Yep.
So we're going to hop right in and get started. So to start with, we had a couple of questions. First of all, from Karen, she had asked us, because Marlene and I both stitch, we have similar tastes, and we both stitch a lot of projects that are the same. And so she was wondering if when we go to finish them, if we have the same kind of vision for them. And it's interesting because sometimes we do, but sometimes we don't. And Marlene is the person who has the eye for color. And so she is the one that helps with selecting the fabrics and that kind of thing. And even when we're doing a finish where we're doing like a matte board finish, Marlene is the one that has that eye that really picks out what looks good. So she does that. I do the actual work of finishing.
Thank goodness she does the work part.
So that's, and we will show you how we go about kind of modeling and debuting different things to decide what fabrics it is we're going to use.
Yeah, we're going to show that trims a little bit later in the video.
We will do that in a little just a little bit later.
But most of the time we do pretty much have the same kind of vision. A lot of times Carlene finishes her piece first because she stitches faster than I do. And so then she finishes it. I'm like, oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, I want mine done exactly like that. But I might like change the colors a little bit or whatever. But basically the finish is the same.
And then we also had a couple of questions actually from Gloria. So first she wanted to know about how we start and end a thread when we're stitching with just one strand of floss.
And I usually try to do to weave it under previous stitches if I can. If unless it's the first stitch, then what I tend to do is I just start it from the back, and then I just make sure my next stitches cover the thread.
3 or 4 stitches.
Yeah,
cover
3 or
the
4
thread.
stitches cover the thread.
I weave under, if I've got previous stitches, I weave under a few threads in the back. If I'm just starting a new strand, and there's not any stitches, if it's a brand new project, I usually tend to start with an away waist knot.
Yeah.
And so when you do, if you don't know what away waist knots are, you tie a knot in the end of your thread, and you go down through the front of your fabric.
Quite a distance away from
Yeah,
where you're
well,
going to
and
stitch.
in an area where as you stitch, you're going to cover up that thread, because then after you put in those first few stitches, you will have covered that thread,
and you can,
and then you can just pull on the knot and snip it off, and not worry about the tail on the back.
Well,
'cause
or
it should be
sometimes I
hidden.
do it like far away, and then I snip it off, and then I use my little, it was used to be called doololly. It's a little thread ender, and you just catch the thread and weave it under.
Right, so
threads.
you would take it to the back and weave it
Yeah.
under. So you can do it
So you
either
can do it
way.
either way, yeah.
But it's not a favorite way of
No, I don't
starting
like
and
to
ending
do
a
away
thread.
waist knots very well either.
So, you know, if we're stitching with one strand of floss over 2 fabric threads, then we do a pin stitch. To start. So we're using the pin stitch.
Yeah.
If we're stitching over
One
one
with
strand,
one strand.
and over one thread of fabric and over with one strand, then that's when we have to do either the away
Yeah.
waist knot or weave under,
Weave under.
on the back. And then a second question Gloria asked was about the fabric for the spools. And that fabric is available in several different colors and several different sizes. And by sizes, not only do I mean count of fabric, but also the widths of banding. And I only checked on 1, 2, 3 stitch, and it is available on 1, 2, 3 stitch. So you might want to check there, or if you have other favorite shopping, whether online or actual brick and mortar stores, check with them, because most of them will carry some sort of banding for spools. And so those are questions. So thank you very much for your questions. Again, if you asked a question we haven't answered, please don't hesitate to ask again. If you have a question, we're happy to answer. Not that we're experts by any means,
But we can
we've
offer our
stitched
ideas and-
for a long time, and we can, yes, offer our ideas. You can take them or leave them.
Yes.
we don't care. It's fine with us, whichever. So then let's talk a little bit. We decorated for March. So let's talk a little bit about what we have up at our houses. So
Okay.
Marlene, what do you have?
I'm going to start with this one. This is a Lizzie Kate. I can't remember the name of the designs. I just can't remember what it was.
It's really
But
cute.
I did it with the called for threads, and I believe it was with the called for fabric too. I used 2
Probably.
strands of floss over 2 fabric threads.
They're
So
really pretty. This
really
one's
cute.
really cute
Mhm.
colors.
And then we just
Pretty colors.
finished with the felt,
the wool.
the wool.
Wool.
I keep calling it felt. I don't know.
We ironed, yes,
Interfacing, I think we
pinked
put
the edges and then put
interfacing.
iron on interfacing or a wonder under. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
not
which,
sure
one
which.
of them, to adhere it to the wool backing, and then just put a cute little bow up here. This one's very whimsical. It's got long tails and just kind of fluttering everywhere for March.
So I love them. I have one
You
for
know,
every month.
We didn't mention, but on top of today being kind of a mess, last week when we
yeah.
did our video, we had just gotten our sister Phyllis to the airport. When we no more than finished our video, and she called to say that her flight had been canceled. So I had to drive back out to the airport and pick her up, and she flew out Friday at the same time. So then we took her back to the airport again. So we had that mess. And then Saturday, Marlene and I did our annual job at the track meet. And so, but that went pretty well.
Yes, it did. It went really good.
They had, the cheerleaders were there, and then there was another little girl there. Well, I say little girl, young lady there, high school student who was doing. They have a program in El Paso where the high school students do some sort of community service, and it can be something that they do at their school, or it could be at their church or the food bank or anywhere that they want. Just they have to do a certain number of hours. And so she was doing her some service time by helping out at the track meet. So Marlene and I set everything up and then showed her what we were doing. And then the cheerleaders were the ones that actually gave the medals.
Yes.
So
I did
we
have
got
that.
things going very smoothly, and we left about noon.
About 1.
And
I
yeah,
think
it was about
o'clock.
1, about 1. So it was not.
Because they were doing really good with
yeah.
it, and we're like, okay, they can handle it, so we're leaving.
They can take it from here. So,
So-
so it was good. It was a beautiful afternoon, so that was good.
Yeah, it was.
And then
well,
we had
but it was cold in the
snow.
morning.
Yes, it was chilly in the morning.
really
And then we
cold.
had snow this week,
Yes.
yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
of all things. I wanted snow in December and January.
Yeah,
And then it waited until
Mm-hmm.
March
yeah.
2nd.
March 2nd to snow. Okay, did you want to show something?
Yes, I'll show. One of the things I have on display is my little March pillow from Shepherd's Bush. This was done on big count. I did not finish this one. My sister Linda finished this. Really cute fabric. So it just hangs on one of my little doorknobs here on my built-ins. But this was in their monthly musings series. And it says a bit of Irish luck. So cute. I love this one. I love
That
this
is
little
really cute.
shepherd's bush.
Yes, I do too. Okay.
And then I have another shepherd's bush. Maybe this one was, no, this was the monthly shepherd's bush. I don't know what this one was called. But he's really cute too. He had a really cute button. And he was done on the called for fabric with the called for threads. And then I had a framer frame them. And so I have each month done. And so I just pop it in and out every month. Okay, Marlene.
Okay, and then another one I have on display is my heart, Shamrock heart, I think it was called. And
Yes, by
this is by
Cephus and Company.
Cephus and Company, yes. And the mat, I could order the mat, so I ordered the mat, and I had that one framed. And
So
this is
pretty.
on big count again, and it has different stitches.
The gold doesn't look metallic, but it is. The
Yes.
gold in the heart is metallic. That is just so pretty. I think that's one of my most favorites.
Yeah, I like it.
I love that.
So and
design.
it's really fun
Very
because it's
pretty.
different stitches, so it
Yes.
actually goes fast. So
It's really pretty. And it's on big count too.
yes, big count. And so.
And then, oh, that one goes here. And then I have a sweetheart tree that I did, and this one I also had framed. And you know, I don't know what the name of this design was. But it was a sweetheart tree, and I thought it was going to be small, and it was bigger than I thought, but I loved the little silver charm here.
Yeah,
The
that's
shamrock
really pretty.
charm. And then there were some beads. And so this one hangs now in my house for March. It has a saying, "May your blessings outnumber the shamrocks that grow, and may trouble avoid you wherever you go," is the verse on there.
Well, it's kind of another Irish blessing.
Yes, it is. Let me
Okay,
help you
then
with
I
this.
have this one. This is one that I put up in March. This is Moonlit Garden, by with
Drawn thread.
by Drawn Thread. And
This
it was-
one you have seen in my whip stash because I'm currently stitching it, but Marlene stitched hers a number of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it's done with all the called for colors.
It came kitted.
Yes,
It was a kit.
it was a kit.
So it's the called for fabric and threads.
It's just beautiful. Look at the decorative stitches to be the fence around the garden. It's really pretty.
It was so much fun. I really liked it.
I know I've only been working on the border, but I'm almost ready to start up here on this top part.
It was
And then you
really
have
fun.
one more framed piece, don't you,
Yes,
Marlene?
I do.
Okay, just a minute. We'll let her put that one down. She has several great big framed pieces that she puts up. Because then we didn't even bring your March Paul Levon.
No, we didn't. Maybe I'll show that next week. This is I think this is Butternut Road. I don't think it's Lavender Lace. I think it's actually a Butternut Road.
And what was the name of this pattern?
3 girls and their kites or something.
Oh, really?
I
That's
think so.
original.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I don't know.
I can tell. You know,
So-
we were using a framer a few years ago, and I don't think they stretched this very
No, because there's some wrinkles
good.
here.
I think it might need
So,
to be
I
re-stretched.
thought
I mean,
dusted it.
the
It
mat
still
board and
is.
everything looks
Uh-huh.
is really pretty with it. The colors
Yes.
are just gorgeous.
And I think I might have still been using the
DMC
DMC
floss.
floss when I did this one.
I'm thinking so because it was a number of years ago that
Yeah.
you did that.
I remember working on it one summer when I visited my mom and sitting out on her patio. And
So pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay. I am going to get a couple of things put away. Marlene, do you want to go ahead? Then we had some things that were fully finishes. Let's show those while I put these up.
okay, so let's start with this one. And is this just
they're
gonna...
FFOs.
Yes. Okay, so this is one. This is my Lizzie Kate, a little mystery pin pillow. Carlene just finished this one for me today.
Yay.
So yes, it turned out really cute. I just love the lace here, and then she used the same fabric that she used for my other ones, right?
Yeah,
She used that fabric on the back again.
Yeah.
It turned out so cute.
It was fun to put together.
just
was
really,
very fun.
really pretty.
Make today
So-
count. Isn't that cute?
Really pretty.
And then I finished my Holly Jolly Christmas shadow box. I got that finished, fully finished.
That turned out cute.
And I almost have the needle roll fully finished for Friends, A Thread of Love.
That
This
turned
one
out so pretty.
I showed last week and I was almost done stitching it, but not quite. So I finished the stitching and now all I have left to do is just to stuff it and then add the other end onto the little needle roll. This is just mat board with fabric. I've just done a gathering stitch and pulled it up so that it gathers around the end of the or gathers around the circle.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll just whip stitch that to this end and then this will be ready.
And how do you
give to
make
a
it
friend.
stick there with
You
the...
use tiny little stitches and just go,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
And I just dropped the little thing, but I'll find it in a little bit. Okay, so those were fully finishes. And then we have Happy Mail.
Yes. Where did I put
What
my-
Happy Mail did you get, Marlene?
I just got my pattern for Bluebirds of Happiness.
Oh, yay!
It just came today, I believe.
And then we're going to share the fabric,
Uh-huh.
the freeze.
Yes.
It's 40 count, so it's what the...
I'm so excited. I don't have this one on my March Madness bracket, but I might have to put it on my stitching March
It's on mine, but it's one that is probably... And then I got Happy Mail today, too. I got my fabric of the month from Atomic Ranch. And the name of the fabric is Anne Niven. It's a 40 count Newcastle. And it is a
Oh, that's
very,
very pretty.
very pretty, kind of buttery yellow. Marlene, when she saw it right away, she said, oh, that would be such a pretty spring fabric.
It's really pretty.
It's a very pretty color. Very light modeling from kind of a paler yellow to a little bit deeper. It doesn't really show up very much on the
Camera.
but it is very pretty.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Yes. So, yay. So that was Happy Mail.
Yes.
Did we have any other haul this week?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think we did. I don't think so either. All right. You know what? And then we wanted to just spend a few minutes and do a showcase because Nancy Waller at Faithwurks has done a lot of very, very darling March designs. And so it kind of goes along with what's on display, but we wanted to kind of do a feature artist this month. So Marlene, do you want to show a couple of things?
This is a little one of her original spools that she did.
So
So a
cute.
little shamrock.
And he was
a little
stitched all the way
leprechaun.
around. Yes, a
Leprechaun.
little leprechaun.
So cute, his little hat.
And then she also did a little sheep. This was some years ago, Erin Gobra. And the sheep is very cute. She called her Erin. She's wearing her pretty little shamrock gold locket. And then the spool just has shamrocks around it. And now the one that she is doing now, her series, is another little sheep, but she's kind of all bedazzled.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cute. It says Irish Shamrock Kisses and Irish Wishes, I think is what the little
Oh,
spool
how
says.
cute.
It's really cute.
I don't think
And
mine
the
has a
little and she named the sheep on that one Shannon. She's
yes.
she's Erin's
I don't
cousin,
think
I
mine
think.
has the
So very
Shamrock.
cute.
locket.
And then she also did a series of the mini easels, and this was whoops, it goes on just the little mini easel. This was March, so a very simple finish. Oh well, for heaven's sakes, let me just hold it. So really cute, just a little shamrock fabric on the back. We did a little twisted cord around the side, and then put just these little whatever they call these snippet things up here on the top. So really cute. And then when I put it on display, he came with a little resin figure. So the little shamrock guy sits next to him, to the
Little
easel.
leprechaun.
The little leprechaun sits next to the easel with the shamrocks. So do you want to show something?
Okay, and then this is our short stack. So it's a little trifold, right?
Uh-huh.
Is that what you call it? So again, the
Really
cute little
cute.
bow and the
The twisted
Twisted
cord that
cord.
had metallic thread twisted in it.
so it was a peppermint twist.
And of course, I got very good at that because Marlene did it, stitched this, and Fella stitched it, and Mom stitched it, and I stitched it. And so I finished all of them. Then I lost mine. So I stitched it a second time and then finished it. So I have finished this thing how many times now?
5.
6 times, 5
5.
times. It's like, okay, I could probably do this one in my sleep.
And then she did another one called Gallons of Greetings. And this Carlene puts around a like a glass
cookie jar.
Yeah, glass cookie jar. I have it too. So I have all of these things except for the mini easel. I don't have that.
And then she did a kind of a mini door hanger that just says luck. Really cute. This was one of our spring getaway projects. Look at all the cute little buttons. Just darling. And now some of these things Nancy has available. So I usually list her in the comments or the description or whatever it's called. And so you can always contact her and see if she has the chart available, and because you can find shamrock fabric all of the time. You wouldn't have to have any of this exact fabric to be able to do the patterns, because most of these patterns are stitched with an overdyed green of some color and anchor or DMC floss, and so it's not anything that you wouldn't be able to still get if you just had the chart. And so just be sure to reach out to her, or to Marlene and I. We will be happy to check with her too.
Yes.
Okay, what do you have, Marlene?
And then she designed a series of houses.
Yes, she did a few houses. Was this the first one? The little Irish cottage?
Yeah, I think so.
And then she did an Easter one and a May one
And a June.
and a June.
The beehive, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right. Uh-huh.
So, anyway, so this is
So
the
this was the little Irish
Irish
cottage. So cute.
It's really cute.
And then she designed one specifically for our trip when we went to Ireland. And boy, does this crease show up. Doesn't look that bad in real life.
Oh, I can't.
You can. I can see this crease right straight across the center. Oh, well, I shouldn't be pointing it out, but I'm sure you all see it anyway. So never mind. This was an Irish
Blessing.
a little Irish blessing, and Nancy designed it, and specifically for those of us that went on the Ireland trip
In 2018.
in 2018, and so pretty little shamrock down here. I chose a different fabric and backing. This was not the kit that Nancy gave us, but I liked these, and I wanted it to look very much like St. Patrick's Day. So it's very pretty. So that's our showcase for Faithwurks designs for March, because she just has so many cute things for March. Then moving right along, what are we doing next? Happy Meal.
FFOs. We already did the
FFOs,
FFOs.
we did that. So I guess
Stitching
we're
progress.
on to stitching progress. So what have we been stitching? I've had kind of a mess this week.
It has been kind of.
Oh, you know what? While Marlene gets some of her stuff, if you watch Hands Across the Sea, this past Sunday, Nicola said that she had a free download on their site, on the Hands Across the Sea site. And so if you haven't looked, it's a very pretty bird. It was only the chart. There wasn't a picture, so I'm not going to show it for long. But it was a very pretty parrot. And I thought, that would be a really pretty little pin cushion or, pin pillow of some sort. And so, or even just a small little, like a mini
There's
easel
a
or
sticky
something.
spot on the table. I
Oh.
don't want to put my stuff on it.
Huh.
I don't know what it was. We just ate here, so I was like, oh, I don't want it to be like grease or something
Yeah,
from
I
the
don't
fries.
think so.
So
Anyway, so that's a pretty download that you can find at Hands Across the Sea website.
Okay, so I worked on the stitching seasons from Stitching with the Housewives.
I worked on mine too, so I'll show you mine too.
And this is what I have
Oh,
done. I finished the little flower shop.
Oh, how funny. I just put that same little needle minder on mine today.
Yes, the spring needle minder.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I was very pleased. I'm excited. Now I'm going to work on the flowers that go beside the little shop and on top of the roof. I'm very excited to put those in.
This is what I have done. I put the flower stems on top of the roof, but I don't have the blue filled in yet. So this one is going to become my morning project.
That's when I work on mine.
I had a quilting project that I worked on this week, and it took up a lot. This is yours, I think.
Yeah.
It took up a lot of my mornings, and so I didn't get as much done as what I thought I was going to.
Okay, then.
What else have you been working on?
Do you want to show this one next, or do you want
Oh,
to?
sure.
Okay. Then on March 1st, we got to start. Goes this way. Yeah. We got to start our Celtic Dancer, our March Lady.
Oh, and I just have to show you my project bag. This was also a gift from Nancy when we went on our Ireland trip, and one of the girls that went with us did some beading, and I had her make these. So we have these on our bags. I have mine on my bag anyway. And then this is our Celtic Lady. My picture is kind of light. I love, these are all half stitches, and I love the way it makes the picture look like the movement of the dancer. So Marlene, what do you have done?
I have this done.
That's the needle minder I have too.
Yes. This is the one I have.
I just have a tiny start on mine, and I have a dangling thread, so sorry.
And I didn't.
You
I didn't
have
get to start
her
mine.
legs, more of her
Yes.
leg done.
Yes. I have all of it done to the bottom of the first page.
For the first page.
This is the bottom of
So
the first
does it
page.
go like this?
No.
Yes.
Oh, it goes like that?
I think
No, 'cause
no.
this green
no,
is where
like
I
this.
started
Like,
at the top.
yes,
Yeah.
like this. Right.
I didn't get to start it on March 1st like I was supposed to. I didn't get to start it till yesterday, but
Did you make floss drops? I made little
Yes.
floss drops.
yes, I did.
Look, mine are green. My floss
no,
drops
I didn't
are
get
green.
to do green. I had to do I had to do plain old white. Where did you get the green? Oh,
It was scrapbook
Oh,
paper.
scrapbook paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because
Well,
I don't have the cutter or anything, so I have to use pre-made ones.
Oh, well, that works too. That was probably
Yes.
faster. Okay, what else are you? What else have you done?
Then I worked on Rosanna Dissery in 1820. This is our
mine at all this week.
This is our February. This was our February lady, and
It was a reproduction sampler from
From a-
1820.
from an African American girl. And this is what I have
Oh,
done.
wow, you got the verse almost all
Almost done. I have 2 words left to finish up here, and then the title. And then I'm gonna go up and put those flowers up on
And
the
we
top.
did this on 32 count beautiful beige, right?
Yes.
And the motifs are done over 2 threads with 1 strand of floss. The lettering is done over 1 strand with 1 strand of
Over
floss.
1 thread.
Over 1 thread with
With
1
one
strand of floss.
Yeah,
and we're
and I didn't
using
say
anchor floss.
yes. And I didn't tell anything about the that.
For our new
this one.
start that we
Yes.
had this week, our Celtic lady,
Our Celtic
dancer, it is being done on 28 count
Lugana.
antique white Lugana, and we are using 2 strands of anchor floss. There was only one difference. Well, there was one. What's it called? The
DMC light effects.
Yes, so
Yes.
it's a sparkly gold
Yes.
or like a metallic
So
gold.
we'll be using that.
So we'll be
And
using.
it called for
that.
DMC floss, but we
We converted
converted
ours
it
to
to
anchor because that's what our stash is.
Yes.
So we use our stash. Okay, what else do
Okay.
you have?
do you have what do you have?
I have. Well, I got in. I'm caught up because I got a week behind on my my big mess.
Oh.
Life after death. I put in 200 stitches, and let's see, what did I put in? I put the cream flowers in over here, the blossoms right here, and the center of that flower. And I put
that looks
in, it was 933, so it was over here. Between these 2 blue bands, I put in this because there's gonna be my gray border is gonna go in between all of these. So I thought, you know what, I have a blue and I have a blue, so let me do a more neutral. So I put this neutral band there.
That looks good.
So I did that. And so now,
And what fabric did you use for this?
I don't know. This is a mystery fabric. I bought it at
looks like-
Cecilia Samplers.
Oh, okay.
It looks like the country French mocha, or I mean, vintage country mocha. But when you feel the fabric,
It doesn't feel right.
it doesn't feel
Oh,
like
no.
that. And it's on both sides. And the
Oh,
vintage country mocha, remember, is painted.
Yeah.
So I don't know what this fabric is, but I really love it.
Yes,
It
it's
is
really
a
pretty.
beautiful fabric. And my design ends here, so I'm gonna have a nice piece left. So
Oh, that's good.
not really wide, but wide enough that I could do
Yes.
something with it.
Okay,
So
now did you
I worked
work
on
on your nativity?
I did. I
Okay, so
worked
should
on
we
the
show that next?
That sounds good. If I can find one, let me just grab my stuff.
And I have the picture.
Oh, this is the picture of my long dog sampler that I'm doing, that I'm just jumping all over the place on.
I'm so glad that's not me. Oh my God, I would have the biggest mess.
Okay, so our nativity.
Okay, so we're working on this part. Right
This
here,
is the
Holy
center
Family
panel.
part. The Holy Family.
We're doing it on 28 count light sand.
Yes. With anchor floss and Krennig braid and two strands over 2 fabric threads. This is what I have. I'm ready to, no, I still have more streamers to
Okay,
put in
pull
over
your
here.
side out a little bit. Yeah, you have just a few more. Up.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so I have just a few more streamers to put over here on the outside.
We're gonna take these to like professional pressers
Mm-hmm.
because I'm so tired of not having the wrinkles out.
Well,
And
and I don't
think
know.
they're out
I
and
don't
they're
know
not
if you
out.
could. I don't know if.
And
you
then
could,
this is mine. I worked on the shepherd's robe, so I'm almost
Oh,
done. I
that's
have
good.
one more row of dark blue to do
Uh-huh.
below the shepherd, on the bottom of the shepherd's robe, and then the dark blue color will be done, and I can start filling in. So this project we work on the 25th of every month,
Or the
It's-
24th.
or the 24th.
I was thinking about maybe doing both days, 24th and 25th.
Well, this
Starting
month,
in April.
yes,
maybe
starting in
April.
April, maybe that would
Well,
be good.
May, probably not in May, but
Then I worked on my grandma's rose garden because I had to work on my oldest and dearest friend. So this is my oldest work in progress. And this is what I have done. I'm working on the fence that goes around this piece.
uh-huh.
And then once I have one side left to do here. And then I take a second color and I do long stitches going the other direction and it weaves in and out.
Oh.
So it's a woven look. It's this part on the pattern right here
Oh,
that I'm
wow.
doing. So I worked on that.
That's
This
pretty.
is done on, I believe, a 25 count, some sort of even weave.
Might be
I don't.
Lugana.
It could be Lugana. I don't know. It's a 25 count though because it's big. It's a big stitch. And then the directions told me to put that basting stitch in to find your spot. So then I'll
Find
have
the
to pull that
center.
out. Yeah, I'll have to pull that all out when I get done.
Yeah, I think
So,
mine told me that too.
Anyway, this one is on my.
I did one. I did one by the same designer, but mine was called Lilies of the Field, I think.
Yes, it was blue.
It was
had a
blues.
lot of
Yes,
blues.
it had
was
blues.
very pretty.
But I love it. I have it in my bedroom.
Anyway, so this one will get worked on if the right teams win on the Much Madness.
And then I worked on Quaker Rocky Road some more. And I got my one piece of chocolate all done.
Yay!
And now I'm starting on, you want to hold that side? And now I'm starting on this white piece of chocolate right here.
Oh, I see just a few little
Yeah, it doesn't
stitches.
show up
Marlene
there,
is
but-
stitching this on a 28 count fabric over one strand with one strand of
over
dinky
one
dye.
thread.
Over one thread with one strand of dinky dye floss.
It's really fun.
Very pretty.
I really like doing over one stitches.
I
don't
do
know
too,
why.
and I really like stitching with one strand of
Yeah,
floss.
I do too. I do too.
And I
like
worked
it
on Hidden Treasure Bookshelf. This is a Heaven and Earth design. I got the next column done. So that's why,
You're really making good progress on that this year, aren't you?
yes, I'm trying hard. You know, I decided, I think I'm going to try to do this as my Sunday stitch.
Oh, uh-huh.
And just get the 500 stitches
Stitches
done.
done.
Because I'm not even across the top row yet.
Hmm.
I'm right, well, let's see, there's the little girl. I'm right here. So I have all of this yet to
Oh
do.
my gosh.
To be done with the first row.
And where are you? You're right.
I
Oh, right
see
here.
this.
Right here.
Yeah,
Right
no.
here.
No, that's that. This is the end. See, here's this little bubbling black pot.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because there
Okay,
she
yeah, it goes
is,
this way.
and there's the little black pot, and so
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah. So
Oh my
it's
gosh.
fun. It's very fun when I stitch on it, but
It takes a lot of
it
concentration.
takes a lot of concentration. Yes, it does.
Okay, and then I worked on my London Elegance.
This was our January lady
Lady, yes. And
strutting out
I
on
didn't
the
get
town.
very much done. I just got a little start on her.
Oh yes,
On
just
her
a
dress.
tiny bit
Yeah.
down here.
On her
Oh,
dress.
and this.
Yeah.
Those colors are so pretty. I haven't put those pink flowers in yet.
Oh, I was too excited. I had to put them in.
I know, I'm excited to do that too. But I filled in her jacket.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's pretty.
Doesn't
Yes,
that
I know.
just look so pretty?
Yes, it does.
So
I'm moving this up on my bracket. I had it as a number
I only-
7.
I
I'm
only
moving it
worked
to a number
on her
2, I
2
think.
days, so I have 3 days left for my 5-day
Oh, that's
rotation because I
good,
got
yeah.
all off on that
Yeah, I
last
did too.
week.
I got all off.
Just a really big mess last week.
It was a very messy week. Well, because I cleaned
Well,
house and changed
Yes,
decorations.
change decorations.
So that took up a big
then
chunk
we
of
had
my
to-
morning.
We had to run out the one day to Joann's,
Yeah.
and that's way over on the other side of
Side of town.
town. And
So that took
we
up
needed
one day.
we needed anchor floss, and that's the
Mhm.
only place we can get it.
Mhm.
And then I had a doctor's appointment one day, and yeah, so
And
it
I
was
took,
just
well,
really
and
crazy.
then I did planning on Wednesday, and it took me longer this week because I had a couple of girls to do that.
that you don't have to do every single
Right,
week.
right. So that took longer.
Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit about where's your little
There it is.
a little bit of love or
A little love.
a little love.
Yes.
A little
this was the
love.
one I finished.
So Marlene has finished that.
And Cartine
um,
added the little pink button. She found a
Yes,
pink button
I
in
found
her
a
stash.
little pink button in my stash. I've already put the interfacing
Facing
on the back. But Marlene needs to choose some colors for her pillow. So I have a pink. This lighting is really not good. So if you want to kind of hold it up, Marlene, or you're going to have to kind of...
Oh, I kind of like that.
Okay, so hold that right there and let me get another one. Just leave it up. And I'll just slide another fabric behind.
Oh, that's pretty. But did I do? No, I didn't do purple. Did I do purple on my other?
No, because your
Okay.
fabric was purple.
Oh, that's right.
You
Okay.
did a pink similar to
Okay.
this,
Okay.
the
okay.
pink. I have a gingham check.
No, I don't like that. That looks a little too busy. No, I
Okay,
don't
so
like
not that. And I have a darker purple.
No. No, I don't. No, I don't really like that.
Okay, so it's between this.
Yeah, I really like that purple because it picks up the purple. I only have this purple L, so
Uh-huh.
then that purple it pulls out that. So that's a little one. I like that one.
Okay, so now leave it up and then hold on to this fabric, and then we will audition some braids. I have a couple of different. I have one that's just a plain little.
Oh, my nose itches now, of course, when I'm hanging on to something.
I have just a plain little white straight lace like this,
That looks cute.
and of course it could kind of tuck in if you
Mhm.
wanted. I have this that's a little bit larger.
Oh, that's cute.
It's
like-
getting crooked. Here, let's hold it up.
Sorry. That's cute. I like that.
Or I have this one that's not quite as wide, and it's hearts. It's got little,
Oh, okay.
it's little hearts.
Oh, that's cute. I like it that it has the hearts. Yeah, I want that one.
So the little heart. Okay.
Yes.
Now, do you want your purple on the front and the back?
Do you have enough
Yeah.
for purple? Yeah, I think I want purple and purple in the
Just
back.
a minute. I have to rescue the trim from Minnie.
Oh,
Yes, Minnie. Thank you very much, sweetie. Okay.
she's
All
so
right.
helpful.
Yes, she's very helpful. Okay. So
So,
we've
yeah,
got that
so-
decided, so we want these things.
Yes,
All right, so
yes.
leave those things together. I will finish that
Ooh, I'm too
tomorrow.
excited. That's going to be really cute.
That one will get finished tomorrow.
That's going to look so pretty.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really pretty.
Yeah, I love that.
I like the little heart.
I do too. That's cute.
Okay,
Yay!
so that's kind
Okay,
of
that
when
can go with your
we
stuff.
look at stuff. That's what we do. And
Yes.
if Marlene's not here, I lay stuff out and then send her pictures, and then she texts me back which one she wants. So especially if it's her piece, And sometimes I do mine and I regret not asking her opinion before I just plow ahead with mine because it's like, oh yeah.
I like the time when you did it. And when you sent it in, I picked out the brown.
I was like, I don't want brown.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it turned
What's
out
next?
beautiful.
Oh, a
next
little bit about March Madness.
Oh, yes, March Madness.
Marlene and I have been looking at our brackets and kind of getting our brackets at least set up with our projects.
We've been changing
If
some
you
around.
are just tuning in, Marlene and I, not to go into too many details, but this is the second year that we've done March Madness. We do not do a voting like some of the other Flosstubers do. They do like voting on Instagram or Facebook. Marlene and I are actually big basketball fans, and so based on the teams that win, that's our project that advances.
So we have a bracket for the actual basketball tournament, and then we also set up a separate bracket with just our stitching projects.
So if on one bracket with the 16 teams, if number one advances, then our number one project in that portion of the bracket advances. And then if number 12, it's an upset and number 12 wins, our number 12 project moves on. And so that's how we have set ours up. So we have 64 projects. Some of them are multiple parts, like for example, Home Sweet Home,
Right.
or Fall on the Farm, because there's multiple parts, so we put it in more than one time.
Yeah. Like I try to put it in because most of mine I still have at least 4 parts to finish, so I put it in each bracket one
Yes,
time.
because
So
there's
it's on-
4
it's
brackets
on
of
my-
16
yes.
teams.
So I have it on each bracket.
And so Marlene and I have looked at ours. Marlene was very careful about new starts because she had a lot of new starts last year. And so she has selected one for each bracket that could possibly be a new start for her if that team wins.
And they're lower seed teams, like I put it as a number 12 maybe, or a number 14, or so
I did the same
the
thing.
chances of them going on aren't very good, but there's always
But-
a chance.
But if there is an upset, my
Then-
stitching gets rewarded
Yes.
because I'm going to get a new start
Yes.
out of it.
So
So
anyway.
yes, that's what I did.
So, let me take this one out. Do you want to show one of yours? Because
Well, mine are all in plastic now that you said that too. One of my possible new starts is my Search the Skies. This is a waxing moon design. I love the verse, and I tried to pair up Christmas projects together and then like fall projects
I should
together.
have brought mine so we could have finished mine.
Oh, we weren't done. Oh no, we weren't.
We were just starting.
Well, we can always go back to your house.
Yes. I think get a bottle of wine.
Yes.
And one of my possible starts is Spring Has Sprung
This
from
was
Plum Street.
Happy
Samples.
Mails just last week.
Samplers, yes. So
So
I'm so excited.
I still
This one
need to-
gets to be started.
I still need to get the fabric for that. We were going to
Oh,
order
yeah.
a piece, weren't we?
Didn't we order it?
No.
Parchment?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you didn't order it?
No,
Oh, I
I
thought-
ordered the stuff for Elizabeth Garrett.
Oh.
I haven't ordered that yet because that's coming from 123 Stitch.
Oh, yeah, it'll come
Parchment
back.
was from 123 Stitch.
Yeah, we need to
Another
order it.
possible new start for me was a design by Hello from Liz Matthew. Token of Fall, a bird. Yay, I just love
That's
these
pretty.
birds. I love this one. I don't know why I love it. I love the stitching on the bird, that light blue stitching, and then the alphabets and the color around.
Really look
Very
at
pretty.
it. I have to look at
I
it
love
closer.
it.
Oh, yeah, that's really
Isn't
cute.
that pretty?
Mm-hmm. That's really
Okay, and
pretty.
then what other possible new starts?
Then I have another one. It's a shepherd's bush spring notes.
Oh yeah, this was new haul for us.
This was new haul that we got when we went to the shepherd's bush shop in Ogden when we were up in Salt Lake for our sister getaway.
That's so pretty. What is
And-
that stitched on?
32 pounds, but I don't remember
Oh,
the pound.
smoky white linen.
Yes, and they used one strand of floss.
That's pretty.
So
Very pretty.
I saw it done, and it was so beautiful. It was
And then
really
another one
beautiful.
of my possible starts is new starts is "'Tis the Season" by Blackbird Design. And just a minute, I have to find it in my book. It's in my Christmas. Here it is. It's this one. Another Christmas one. I just love this design. Another bird. I love this design.
That's really pretty.
The colors are just beautiful. So that's another possible new start for me.
And then I have a possible new start in that one also, called Joyous Noel.
I'll find it. You show
Okay.
that one.
And then another possible new start is the My Big Toe. It is Well With My Soul.
It's so pretty. I love that.
Yes.
That's a possible new start for me as well. Here it is.
So,
It says we can have either Merry Christmas or Joyous Noel. Where is Joyous Noel?
right there. It's right there.
Yeah, but, oh. Joyous Noel. There it is.
So pretty.
It is pretty.
Such a pretty
And then
Christmas
I got this
sampler.
one, and I searched high and low, and I can't remember what safe place I put mine in, because I'm gonna do this one as well, a Feliz Navidad. And that one also went in as a possible new start on my bracket, one of my brackets.
So instead of stitching the Joyous Noel words, you'll stitch Feliz
Feliz
Navidad.
Navidad.
But it will be the
But
same colors.
everything
and
else,
everything.
I believe the
Yeah.
colors were the same. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they changed the colors.
Yeah, so anyway, so
So-
those are some possible new starts. I have to get everything organized.
Yes, we're gonna be working on that, organizing
Yes.
everything. What about stitching for next week? What are you gonna be working on?
Well, I'm gonna work on my Celtic Dancer
Me
Saturday and
too.
Sunday.
Well, not Saturday, Sunday, every day. I'm gonna work on Celtic Dancer. I hope every day.
And then I'm gonna work on, in the mornings, I'm gonna keep working on stitching seasons.
Yes, that's what I wanna work on
Yeah,
in the morning.
my
And then
morning
my
start.
quilt, I had a quilt project that I worked on last week to finish up for February. And for March, the new one is one that I'm just piecing. So I'm gonna try to get one block done and then work on stitching seasons.
Oh, yeah.
Spring
That would be
stitching
good.
seasons.
And
yes.
then I'm just working on putting in borders for my
Fall on the Farm.
nostalgia, Fall on the Farm, and
I have to do
Sweet
nostalgia
Home.
borders also. I need
Some.
to work on nostalgia borders.
because I like to get the borders put in before March
The madness
Madness
starts.
Yeah, because that way I can just actually work on the inside and not spend time doing boring old borders.
I know, because that's not anything to
No,
show.
that's not
I
fun,
want to
and
do
it's-
something fun.
So yeah, so I
I'm
try
going
to
to
do
work
that.
on, based on the homework assignments that I want to get accomplished this week, I'm going to put some stitches in my Chatelaine Hawaii gardens. And also some stitches, some more on that Grandma's Rose Garden. And Autumn Hydrangea Fog.
Yeah, you said autumn hydrangea fog for.
Oh yes, fall leaves. I
Yeah.
needed to do a project with fall leaves.
I think you said you were going to use it for two different.
Yes,
ones.
fall leaves and something,
Something
else.
else.
A project that was more than a year old, maybe. Wildflower garden.
But you just started autumn hydrangea fog last year as one of your new starts, didn't you? During March Madness.
Oh yeah, so it's not more than a year old yet then. Well, anyway, then I'm gonna have to look at that.
Sorry.
I have lots that I
Sorry.
can. I have many that are more than a year
Oh,
old.
I know, me too.
So that shouldn't be a problem. And then we have coming up.
Oh, yay! Yes, next weekend.
We have our getaway weekend, Counted Thread, Nancy Wahler, and Faithwurks Design, not Counted Thread anymore. Faithwurks Design is doing a getaway weekend at the Radisson. So we aren't going out of town. We're having a staycation, I guess it is.
Yes, but still away
we're,
from home.
Yes,
Just-
we are going, and we're actually going to stay at the hotel. So it starts Friday afternoon.
We're actually going to go out in the morning and help set up.
Do a
and
little help
and
with
help-
the setting
help
up,
everything
and
with
then
that.
and then we're gonna do and then we'll be staying Friday night, and Saturday
Saturday
night, and then coming home Sunday in time for
time-
selection.
Yes,
Sunday.
in time for Selection Sunday.
So I don't know exactly when we will pop in. We may go a week, and then just show you what we got and what we did, because I don't know what the project is.
Yeah.
And she will have one project for camp for our getaway weekend. She always does some sort of project for the spring getaway.
Yeah.
So we'll show you what that is, and so I'm not sure when we'll hop on. If
Show
we'll
you-
do it next
I'm
weekend.
sure we'll
or-
have some new haul to share
I'm
too.
sure we will, and we're waiting for a couple of things to come in the mail.
Yes.
So maybe that'll come too.
Yeah, we'll see.
But other than that, we don't have much else.
Nope.
Not much else
No,
coming
that's
up.
it.
So we hope you all have a wonderful weekend. You get lots of time to stitch.
Yes, stitching time.
And remember that a day without laughter is like a day without sunshine.
So wherever you are, bring your own sunshine and keep on stitching. We'll see you next week, maybe.